To commemorate the World AIDS Day 2023, the National Agency for the Control of AIDS, in a bid to promote global efforts, have joined in the prevention of new infections in Nigeria. The agency, with all the relevant stakeholders, also commits to sustain the reduction in AIDS infections by increasing awareness and support to individuals living with HIV/AIDS. KAFTAN correspondent Victoria Ayorinde, who was present at the press conference yesterday in Abuja, states their agency's activities ushering the week for World AIDS Day 2023.
To begin activities of World AIDS Day 2023 with the theme Leadership to End AIDS by 2030, the National Agency for the Control of AIDS, at a press briefing in Abuja, reiterated its commitment with partners for the fight against HIV/AIDS, which, through generating resources, mobilizing members for sensitization in communities, will give necessary support to infected persons and create awareness. Present at the meeting is the Chairman House Committee on HIV/AIDS, Tuberculosis and Malaria Control, Honorable Amobi Oga. He applauded NACA for its effort and revealed that the House Committee will provide legislative measures and intervention that will greatly impact the agency's capacity to effectively deliver on a mandate.
To achieve the above, and indeed for NACA to succeed, the issue of funding is critical. And that is one of the major reasons I'm here. To make sure that the National Assembly appropriates enough funds to help us eradicate. I therefore call on the global funds and all partners and other donor agencies, our NGOs and civil societies, to increase their financial support and assistance to NACA to ensure that the target of ending HIV/AIDS by 2030 is met.
Also, the Director General NACA, Dr. Gambo Aliyu, revealed that this year's celebration will leverage around gender-equitable social norms in the uptake of HIV prevention and to provide care services. The DG appealed to all stakeholders present to render more support.
Every year we see decline in the number of people getting new HIV infection. We believe those prayers are working. We believe the hard work of our stakeholders, partners, at community, at facility level, all over the country is working. And because of that, we are here to tell the global community that Nigeria is recording success. Nigeria is progressing towards ending AIDS as public health problem by the year 2030. And I want us to sustain this tempo to ensure that Nigeria is not only leading in Africa, Nigeria is leading globally in terms of progress towards ending AIDS.
Furthermore, the Minister, Federal Ministry of Health, represented by Dr. Bash Bashorun, also reiterated the Minister's commitment to end AIDS.
With good treatment that is available, even though there is no permanent cure, but there's enough treatment to maintain and sustain quality of life, good quality of life. So this session again marks another one to say, this time around we want the communities themselves to lead in terms of leadership, in terms of participation in their decision making, and in what we need as a country. So on behalf of the Federal Ministry of Health, we are always committed to drive the health sector, the provision of care, treatment, and of course, strengthen the community in such a way that we can keep making the definite progress we are making so far.
Other stakeholders made a call for the enactment of policies to enhance efforts in combating AIDS.
Communities are faced with challenges in terms of stigma and discrimination. Communities are faced with challenges in the capacity, to find out those who are hard to reach, put them on treatment, and then advocate in such a way that government, can provide the necessary resources.
The U.S. government has invested over $110 billion in the global AIDS response since 2003. And more specifically in Nigeria, we've invested over $7.8 billion. And really, our primary goal is to save lives and ensure that we get across that finish line to 2030. We want to also ensure that there's a future where HIV is no longer a global health threat.
For the communities to lead, government at all levels, and partners inclusive, must support the communities more than ever before in all areas of the response.
As the commemoration continues, stakeholders called on the federal government to increase more efforts towards AIDS eradication by 2030. Victoria Ayoride, KAFTAN TV News.